All right, everyone. So today I got my package from eBay and I actually ended up ordering the gear wrench indexing ratcheting wrenches. I have been looking for this particular set for the better part of a year and I could not find it. And I actually ended up giving up looking for it for a couple of months. And then just a few days ago, I ended up going back on eBay and it was in my recommended feed. So I ended up purchasing this wrench set immediately. Now, the part number for this one is going to be 85488 and it comes in sizes 8 millimeter to 19 millimeter, no skip. It does have a lifetime warranty. However, this set, if I'm not mistaken, came out from 2010 to 2017, so it is now discontinued. You can still call Gear Wrench, but they won't be sending you the indexing style. They are just going to send you their flex head style because they no longer have this in stock. The seller, I believe, still has a couple of these full sets left, so I'm definitely going to be putting the link in the description. And I paid a little over $200 with this one, and it does come with free shipping. Now, do I think it's worth $200? In my opinion, for what I do being a mobile mechanic, I think it's worth the investment. Do I think it's worth $200 for the set as just an individual? Not really, for the simple fact that it is made in China, so we are not getting the same quality as you would from a Taiwan tool or a USA made tool. So keep that in mind. Now, another statement that is made here is that this is up to 25% more torque with less fastener rounding. I tried to go online to determine what that meant, and I could not find anything that would allow me to give you as a proper real world example because it was more of a controlled environment as to how they came to that number. What I will say though is that the reason this particular set was discontinued was because it was excessively being warranted out from my understanding of what I found online because the failure point was in this part right here of the wrench. So with that said, I would recommend that if you do get this set, you utilize it for low to mid torque application, and then even then be use your better judgment for the mid torque application to see if it's something that's going to be working for this, but definitely nothing with high torque application. The way that this particular set works, from my understanding, because I took one apart, is there is a double-sided gear with a channel cut out inside, and it locks the top teeth right here, the bottom, and it also locks in the center, and it has, if I'm not mistaken, little detents and springs inside. So whenever you have it loose, you can ratchet it away because the center groove is free floating now, and you're able to do that. But whenever you lock it in place, that center groove locks with the top section and it keeps it from spinning. So now you can utilize it in this method. And it does have directional arrows on both sides. And these buttons, they're fairly easy to push in and out. So with that said, use your better judgment when you're utilizing this wrench set. Make sure that you're not doing anything that you shouldn't be doing with it and damaging it, because again, it is discontinued. Another different note too, if you are using this to remove any fasteners, understand that this elbow does pivot. So be careful whenever you're moving whatever is in that tight spot, because this might bind up against it and now you're going to have a whole different problem. This wrench set is going to be one of those things where a unique scenario would have to present itself to utilize them. But again, being a ball mechanic, I run into those unique scenarios quite a bit. Anyone can get this, of course. It's not that I'm saying you have to be like a professional technician or automotive person to get this. It's just one of those things to be mindful about it. But anyways, I'll be posting the link in the description for anybody that has any questions about it. I already did color code this set blue. Oh, actually, before I go, the road stamping on this one is subpar. As you can see, perfect road stamp, faded. It's almost like it didn't get pressed completely, or it just got passed through, or whatever the stamp itself was already wearing out. So, but yeah, color coded this blue, and I'm going to be getting my alien space savers that I ordered a few days ago as well, so I can organize this better into my wrench drawer. But if you guys have any questions or comments, put them down below, and I'll do my best to answer them. If you know of any other sets that are more affordable and better quality, definitely let me know. Put it down in the comments and share that knowledge with everyone. I know that Snap-on has a set, Mac and Westward. However, those prices tend to be significantly higher than what I paid, and even then, 200 does seem a little out of the ballpark for this set, in my opinion. But I wanted it, and it is going to come in handy, and I am going to utilize it quite a bit. Aside from that, everyone have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time.